And an inquiry has heard that 90% of Victoria's COVID-19 cases most likely came from the Ridges Hotel in Swanston Street, where COVID-19 travellers were quarantined. That's 90% of the active 7,274 cases. The remaining cases are likely connected to another quarantine hotel, the Stanford Plaza, with 99% of all cases in the state linked to the Bungled hotel quarantine program. In a statement tendered to the Melbourne Hotel Quarantine Inquiry, epidemiologist, I am struggling to say that word, epidemiologist Dr. Charles Alperin said the Department of Health had concluded almost all cases genomically sequenced so far originated at the hotels. Robbo, this is damning, isn't it? Stupid mistakes have cost lives.
Yeah, look, mistakes have cost lives. There's no doubt about that. But what I want to see is the same kind of attention put on the Ruby Princess. This is one of those things where, someone else has made a blunder. Yes, Victoria should have learnt from the Ruby Princess's mistakes. However, I don't like how it's kind of being forgotten about this. Remember at the same time as well.
That? Yes, there is something about that, Robert. You are so on the money here. Ruby Princess seems to be being swept under the carpet, but there's a lot of blame, and from what seems like outside Victoria, being levelled at Dan Andrews. Is this a right versus left issue?
Yes, it's there's been a lot of theories that Gladys Berejiklian is Liberal and the Murdoch press will not go after her. The Murdoch press are certainly the ones that are leading the news about Dan Andrews and how everything is bad in Victoria and how it's a stuff up, but they don't seem to be putting Ruby Princess and Gladys Berejiklian and her government under exactly the same kind of microscope. So that is a very strong theory that has been out there for some time.
It's like magic. You know, what happens is that you create a diversion over here and the pressure gets taken off somewhere else. And I mean, we all know that is a really successful way of getting yourself out of trouble is, oh my God, all the cameras are looking at me. I'll just make it look like there's something else happening over there. And then we all forget about it. However, I don't necessarily think it has to do with, the Murdoch press. I think that what it has to do with is that the Victorian death toll and the results and the transmission in Victoria is just a lot more.
Yes. No, I take your point entirely there, but sorry to interrupt. Yeah, no, I understand that. But up until this point, up until we went into stage 4 lockdown again in Victoria, the Ruby Princess was was responsible, I guess, rather, for the most deaths up until that point. So that is still a big thing. And it wasn't given the same amount of press. It wasn't given the same amount of coverage that Dan Andrews, a Labor Premier, has got. Obviously, up until this point where it first started, it wasn't the same death toll. Ruby Princess was the highest death toll. That's the difference, I think.
It's the Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo show.